A great battle had erupted. The fight for a kingdom's freedom had begun. One of the protagonists, Yuri, was struggling to hold his ground against the forces of evil. He had gathered an army, now clashing with the dreaded Black Army, led by the Black King, whose ambition was to engulf the land in darkness and despair. The army of heroes came from various tribes and races across the land of Idra, united by a single goal, to free their homeland from evil. But the battle was brutal. The enemy's powerful mages and warriors struck mercilessly, and despite their efforts, Yuri's forces began to falter. The Black King turned the tide, shattering the magical Chain Chronicle, the artifact that recorded the land's history, into two pieces. Defeat forced the heroes to retreat. Yuri's spirit companion 𝐒ⴑⴜ mysteriously vanished during the fight, leaving the group injured and demoralized. Many generals abandoned the cause, and the alliance crumbled. The Black King emerged victorious, spreading darkness further across the land. But hope was not entirely lost. Far from the battlefield, a young farm boy named Arum lived a peaceful life, until the Black Army knights arrived in his village. Refusing to let innocent people suffer, Arum confronted them. Yuri and his companions soon joined the fight, surprised to see the boy's godlike combat skills and immense magical power. Together, they defeated the knights, but the magic drained Arum completely, causing him to collapse. Later, as they shared a meal by the fire, Fona, a healer in the group, served food that everyone disliked except Arum, who devoured it happily. Their lighthearted moment was cut short when the shattered Chain Chronicle emitted a surge of dark energy. Fona barely contained it with Arum's help, and the group realized 𝐒ⴑⴜ might still be alive. Their mission now shifted. They had to find her. Yuri invited Arum to join their fight against the Black King. Initially reluctant, Arum eventually agreed, understanding the value of friendship and unity. The next day, they defended a major city from a Black Army assault. Arum not only fought fiercely, but also used his magic to upgrade everyone's weapons. Princess Julia, seeking more allies, left the group under the watch of Burkhard, a royal knight who felt out of place among them. Dusty, one of Yuri's strongest fighters, gifted Arum his best sword, strengthening their bond. Burkhard, however, grew increasingly isolated. Soon, disaster struck. 𝐼ᴑᴜ, a mage serving the Black King, corrupted Burkhard with darkness. Unable to resist, he transformed into a demon and attacked his former allies before vanishing. Julia was heartbroken upon hearing the news. Darkness spread across the land. Even common people, desperate and misguided, sought to become demons. Julia tried to dissuade one such man, warning that he would lose everything, including his loved ones. Meanwhile, Yuri's arm was nearly consumed by darkness from his earlier battle. Fona's attempt to heal him failed. The crew sought help from Melchior, master of the Sage Tower. Instead of aiding them immediately, he tested their strength by sending his mages to attack. Impressed by their performance, especially Arum's teamwork, Melchior revealed that the Imperial City was trapped under a darkness barrier. Their journey through the snowy mountains was harsh. A blizzard struck, and undead knights attacked. Fire weapons proved ineffective until a mage incinerated the undead, but melted snow caused Yuri and Arum to fall into a hidden ravine. Alone, they sheltered in a snow cave until the group found them. The crew reached the domain of the earth and fire spirits, who agreed to help, but their path was blocked by 𝐶husa, a former ally turned traitor, seeking the Chain Chronicle to claim the throne. 𝐶husa clashed with Yuri, criticizing his leadership. The fight escalated but was interrupted by 𝐼ᴑᴜ, Burkhard, and the Black King's servants, who arrived alongside the ancient golem Alzada. Yuri's inner battle with darkness intensified. Manipulated into believing his friends would die, he confronted a dark version of himself and struck it, only to realize he had stabbed his friend 𝐾ain. Consumed by despair, Yuri fully transformed into a Black Knight, leaving with the enemy through a portal. 𝐾ain's wounds were too severe, and Marina struggled to save him. Meanwhile, Arum comforted a grieving Fona, convincing her that there was still hope. They resolved to find 𝐒ⴑⴜ on Spirit Island, believing she was the key to saving Yuri. On the island, crawling with darkness, they reached the Tree of Life in Idra. There, Yuri, now a Black Knight, confronted them. After a brief clash, Arum and Fauna escaped into the tree, guided by an administrator who showed them Yuri's past through the chronicle. They saw his childhood, his training, and his battle with the Black King. 𝐸ⴇ appeared, promising to return. Meanwhile, Rafflegar fought Yuri to protect the chronicle, but Yuri corrupted it with darkness. Arum and Fauna returned from the island, continuing their mission to find 𝐵usīʀa, a singer with the power to awaken a dragon. Their past crossed with Queen Julia, who was in tense negotiations with 𝐴ᴜsᴜ. The talks ended when the Black Army attacked. 𝐴ᴜsᴜ battled Alzada, Julia fought Burkhard, and Arum did what he could to assist. At their darkest moment, Arum's pet furball transformed into a massive guardian dragon, scattering the enemy. Preparations began for the final assault on the Black King. Allies from across the continent, earth and fire spirits, mages and warriors gathered at the Sage Tower. Burkhard attacked once more, but was driven off by Furball's fiery blast. The final battle commenced. The Black King captured Fauna, silencing her attempts to reach Yuri. The king seized the Chain Chronicle, but every ally the heroes had met joined the fight. Julia defeated Burkhard for good, unable to redeem him. Arum faced Yuri, torn between killing his friend or saving him. Joined by all their companions, they fought together, restoring Yuri's heart and freeing him from darkness. In the climax, Fauna sacrificed herself to absorb the darkness from the Chronicle. Arum and Yuri struck down the Black King, ending his reign of terror. 𝐸ⴇ appeared, healing Fauna, and revealed the Black King had been Fauna's father. Entrusting her with the Chronicle, the crew set sail towards a new adventure. And thus, their journey came to an end. For now. With that said, subscribe, like, and turn on notifications for the channel, and thanks for watching. Until next video.